Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie and today is Thursday, May 23rd, and we are here with another weekly YNAB video. This week we have 22 new transactions that I need to approve or match. A lot of these were transactions that we added last week with all of the payments, especially for my Apple card and my Amex card, because I wanted to pay down the $2,000 that I had on both of the cards. And I did get my Amex paid off in time before it reported to the credit bureau. So I'm happy about that. So let's look at the transactions that we have today for this week. We have a lot of these. I'm going to go ahead and everything that has a link on it on the left hand side, I'm gonna just go ahead and highlight all of those and approve them because it has that link because it's already matched with a transaction that I already had in YNAB. So the bank transaction matches with the YNAB transaction, so we know it's good to go. So I'm gonna just approve all of those. That way we only have to keyboard tip, press A to approve the select. Cool. So those are good to go. So now we just have to worry about these 5. So this first one is the Apple Services fitness category. I don't pay my Apple card. I don't use my Apple card to pay any anything with fitness. Well, I did because, fitness and health, because accidentally, last week I mentioned in the video, I accidentally forgot to cancel the trial for one of the apps called Lose It, and so it went ahead and charged me, of course. So I did have that transaction come in, but I had already added that one. So let's take a look at my Apple card to see what this is talking about on the 12th of May. Let's scroll down to the 12th of May. Okay, I see 41.98. Let's see what it is. Oh, okay. This 41.98 is 2 apps combined together, because that's what Apple does. If you use your Apple card for transactions like all in one day, sometimes it'll combine the transaction into one instead of splitting it up. And so that's exactly what it did. So I'm gonna just go straight to my Apple card on the budget to do this. Okay, so what it did was it combined this $39.99 along with my She Reads Truth subscription. It combined those two into one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this imported transaction for Apple, because I've already reconciled it and it's already correct. So I don't necessarily need that one. Okay, and this other one on May 20th. What day was 20th? Saturday. $14.99. Okay, that was not fitness. That was an actual book. Okay, so YNAB is a little bit intuitive. It tries to remember what you use your payee as. However, with Apple, anytime you use the card, it always comes up as Apple services, or it just shows up on the app as Apple. So it doesn't differentiate what the actual pay is. But this was a book, and the name of the book was "Are You Praying for the Wrong Thing?" I can't wait to start reading that one. It's by Travis Green if you're interested. I can't spell. Are you praying for the wrong thing? And I do like to put the name of my books in YNAB in the memos, because it helps me. So now let's see. My Apple Card balance is $471.82, and we're good to go because that definitely matches here. So we can go ahead and reconcile this one. That is looking good. Okay, and then the Apple High Yield Savings Account. We had a transactions for 45 cents. And I'm going to rename this to the daily cash. All right, so now we're good. And so approve both of those, and my current balance is $238.56. So we're good. We're good. All right. I have no money in my Apple Cash, so that one's zero, so we don't have to worry about that. We're gonna go ahead and go to Capital One because it has a little bubble, meaning that we need to approve some transactions. So let's see what it has going on. We got my 2 subscriptions. Waiting on the code to open up the app. I think this is going to be a quick video today. I have a feeling. Most of my videos are usually about 40 to 50 minutes. That's because, I like to take my time when it comes to budgeting. This is taking a long time. I need the code. I think it's my network connection. My network is pretty bad here, so I don't know. Well, if it doesn't get the code by the time the end of this video, then that's fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and approve these 2 transactions because these were scheduled. These were not imported from the bank. These were added because I have them listed in my scheduled transactions up here at the top. So I know that these 2 come out at the same time every month. So that's why they're pre-scheduled. So I'm gonna go ahead and approve them, and we're just gonna leave that at that. And then we're gonna go to my Navy Federal account. Okay, so all of these numbers for my Navy Federal accounts, all 3 of these balances are correct. For this savings account, I previously mentioned that I do like to just keep it at 1,000, so I'm going to transfer this 21 cents to the bills account. So we're just going to add a transaction today to the bills account, and it'll be an outflow of 21 cents. And we're going to go ahead and do that here in the account itself. From the savings to the bills. And we're going to move 21 cents. Make transfer. All right, so that is done. Both of those transactions are pending. For this Apple Card, I have some overspending. Oh, because I didn't put $14.99 in my book category. So let's check that out. See if we can move some money somewhere. Not from my savings. Okay, so let's see. I don't have any money in the stuff I forgot to budget for. I don't want to take from my subscription, so we're just going to take money from the self-care category, because this money is in my checking account, the self-care. So we're going to move $14.99 to pay for the book. So we're going to move that to books to cover that overspending. So that's good to go. Now, with this Apple Card, since I do have the money for it, I'm going to go ahead and pay it off. In my last video, I was confusing myself so bad. Like, I was laughing so much when I was watching the replay to post it. Like, I was like, where's this money coming from? I was just out of it and tired. And so failing to realize, after I realized it for one account, I forgot about it within like minutes. But this $489.04 is coming from, one, I put too much money in here for one. And two, this money is coming from the categories where I add that are linked to this Apple Card. So as we categorize our transactions for each account, it pulls the money from the assigned column for that category and moves it up to your payment, that you the money that amount you have available for the payment. So since my card is only $471.82, that's all I need to pay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a transaction for $471.82 from my checking account to the Apple Cash. That way I can use that to pay the card. So let's go to the Apple Cash on my phone. We're going to add money, and we're going to add $471.82. Okay. So now we can add a transaction to Apple Cash. with an outflow from the checking, 471.82. So now we have 471.82 in the Apple Cash account. So now I can go to my Apple Card and I can click on the Pay More. And then I'm going to pay the full amount for 471.82. And I do it this way because the transactions going from the Apple Cash from my checking account is instant, so it's automatically cleared. And then once I pay that money towards the Apple Card, it's instant. So there is no pending transaction when it comes to paying from the Apple Cash card. So I just realized this wasn't reconciled, but I can go ahead and reconcile it now because I've already I've cleared this. Oh, I gotta add the transaction for paying the. Let's do it this way. We're gonna go to the Apple Card and we're going to see we have this amount, but we're not paying that amount. So we're just going to record a payment and we're gonna change this to the 471.82. And it's coming from the Apple Cash because that's what we usually use to pay this card. So YNAB remembers it. So anytime you do a record payment, it'll remember what account you used previously. All right, so now that account is 0 and we can clear it out, and I can go ahead and reconcile this because the balance is 0. And so we have $17.22 left over. Let's go back to the Apple Cash. We're going to clear this transaction and we're going to reconcile this because it now has a 0 balance. And so that's good to go. So now we can go back to the budget. And so we have $17.22 in this account. So what I'm going to do is move, I'm gonna delete this $14.99 from the self-care that we moved to, that we had moved to the books. So, and I'm going to subtract the $14.99 from the Apple Card extra payment that we had. So we still have $2.23 left over. So we're going to add that to the Capital One card. Oh, we'll just move it this way. I'm going to assign this to Capital One. So now we have $105.90 to pay towards this Capital One card, which will actually cover the entire bill, and we'll still have some left over. So we actually didn't need to move that to 23. I thought I was less, so so let's put it, I might just put it in the holding category because it doesn't matter. Well, we are golden. We are golden because we had already added the money for the subscriptions last week. We already did the phone bill. I still have to make my work expense. Now that my card has already posted to the credit unions, I can go ahead and use my Amex card to pay my my internet and my transportation fees for work. So I can go ahead and do that today off camera. But yeah, I think that is all. This was the quickest video yet, so yes. Let's see when I get paid. Oh, I didn't even reconcile this. Let's reconcile it right quick. Okay, so it has, the balance is $14.60. So this one has not $14.60.50 is the available balance. But this one hasn't cleared yet. It's actually pending. So this is the balance what it was before the added transaction. Because with checking accounts, most of the time it'll show up as pending for new transactions. So this is correct. So we're good to go for that. Bills account. Let's go ahead and reconcile that one because it is technically zero because the 21 cents hasn't hit yet. My savings account, that's good to go. My ally account, I haven't made any changes to that one. Because that's the payment from last week. Yeah, that one is good to go. The high yield savings we did. The Apple Cash we did. I haven't used the Cash App. I haven't used my Ally credit card. I'm still debating on whether I want to cancel that one or not. And then the Apple Card we've reconciled, and then Capital One is good to go. My Amex is zero, so let's reconcile that. All right, we are all set. And these are the only pending transactions that we have left, and we will approve those and match them next week. Well, that's all I have for today's video. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or comments on how I'm doing my budget, or any feedback, or if you think of something different that I should try, or that that works for you, that I might be interested in, just go ahead and leave it down in the comments, because I appreciate all the feedback that some of you have already provided me. It's really helped me out, because I know sometimes YNAB can be a bit overwhelming, and I know last week I was all over the place last week. So I know I read some of the comments from a couple of you all, and I really appreciate it. So with that, I hope you all have a great weekend. I have a 4-day weekend, so I'm going to just be relaxing and hanging out around the house. But you all have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.